Hello and welcome to my channel. Uh, After my previous reading, I I just knew it was time to do a twin flame connecting energy. I'd been waiting for this and I'd kept it on hold for a very long time. So that's a reason to celebrate. Uh, Twin flames are individual souls that are on a spiritual ascension journey in this timeline, in this lifespan. So it's basically an individual's journey, an individual soul journey, and everybody's journey is different. It's about twin flame union is about um, working with your divine feminine energy field in your soul and divine masculine energy field in your soul in harmony. This is a very in a particular soul's journey. It's it's the last stage, and there are different phases of this last stage. The ultimate stage is when you are not only in union, but you are in harmonious union and also completely okay being single. It's not even on your mind finding a partner. You know there is a partner there for you, but it's okay for you to live life with or without them being in your life situation. However, when we come to this planet, when we're born here, when we take birth here, there are certain systems. This is a plane for learning karma. This planet is for learning karma. So, of course, it is filled with souls that are on a karmic path. The karmic path is much. It's a very different path. Twin flames kind of look at it and they think that this is the way the world works and I have to be a part of it. And so they end up in marriages with a karmic. They pick up tendencies of codependencies, unhealthy, toxic attachments, materialism from them. But it doesn't. A twin flame soul will always want to fight against it. They're very uncomfortable um living in a karmic template around karmics, living life with people who are the karmics. I'm not saying all of the souls, the rest of the souls other than twin flames are karmics. No. Even if you're not a twin flame, there is a very different collection of souls that exist, and some of them are your soul family, some of them are completely strangers as well. So but the higher vibrating souls form a tribe here. So do the karmic souls form tribes here, and it's like if the higher vibrating souls The souls here purely on a spiritual path, whatever it might be, in whatever stage they might be in, they sort of form a very very high ideal for the karmics, and the karmics cannot reach that higher ideal. And if they feel then they start feeling insecurities, they start feeling jealousy, they start thinking on these lines that, if these high powered souls, these souls on a spiritual journey, um, change the systems, raise the standards here on this planet, we will not be able to survive. So they will try again and again to keep you bound and stuck to them. They will go to many lengths. It's mainly psychological. They will try and uh, they will try endlessly to convince you in every way, shape, or form that a high vibrating soul or a twin flame needs them. They're constantly psychologically trying to create a need for them in their lives. Uh, the saddest part of all of this is that neither one of the groups, the higher vibrating souls or the karmics, understand that there can be different there are different timelines in the same uh, there are two sets of timelines. One is for the karmics and one is for the twin flames, and these worlds will never cross. It's just that they want a part of the uh, they want a big chunk of the cake that the high vibrating souls are creating as well. That's why they indulge in criminal activities, really dark and evil deeds. They can separately exist on their own timeline, and like, I'm sorry, there's a mosquito. They can, yeah, they can. Very symbolic, I think. Like, just crush the karmic timeline. But no, that's not the way to go. I mean, killing off or closing a timeline, it'll happen as a consequence. High powered souls will not have to do anything to end the if the more the karmics try and interfere with the high powered souls, try to trap them, the further they're going to get pushed away. They're going to get sent away, and those karmic timelines uh, are going to shut down. The the more they try to the more they try to bind a high powered soul, the 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 larger uh, the explosion's going to be. So my advice to the karmics is to just leave in peace, in quiet, because this is going to shut down. If your attempts at trapping any twin flame have been really 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 horrible, the worst it's going to be for you. So anyways, I noticed in the last 1 week that there's clear distinct now Now, all the souls, even the high powered souls, are realizing that their worlds are separate, and any high powered souls who were trapped by any karmics have don't even see the karmic world anymore. So anybody, any karmic latching on to this is going to get sent away by brute force with their karma into a karmic timeline, and there's going to be hell to pay over there, and you're not going to have the energetic support that you were drawing. I mean, that's getting completely deleted. I mean, that arrangement, that bridge is getting completely deleted, right? The connections are really I mean, the timeline where you where a comic could have a connection with high powered souls is like closing down. This entire web is shutting down, and but then it's equal. Even if the high powered soul has been involved, like wrongfully involved with karmic's criminal activities, if they were stuck, they're going to have to speak up. They're going to have to speak up in front of the justice system. They are going to have to speak up if they want their that is the way they're going to get their independence. They're going to have to speak up about what they have observed or what they have witnessed. But obviously they're going to be innocent, like, this lady's innocent, and she's asking, she's prying the beast's mouth open, and making it speak. So you are going to speak. And the hermit card is in reverse here. So twin flames are coming out of hermit mode. They're coming out of isolation. They're speaking up. They're basically speaking up. They have gathered their strengths. They've reached a point where they can speak with spirit, and they they see that their movement is upward. So whatever they have to let go, they are gonna have to speak up about it. With the Daughter of Cups clarifying uh, the Strength card and the Five of Wands, they're gonna have to speak up, and they're seeing that the reason the karmics that had them trapped in these contracts, and these were wrongfully done. Those contracts have energetically and mentally completed, and even the pentacles, that web, that that the only way that the spider can crawl out of the web of this coven of karmics who had them trapped here, those karmics are being sent away. Comics are being sent away. So there is I mean, it's like finally I can speak up. Finally I can I know I no longer need this hermit stage. I don't no longer need this, and not only because my soul has reached that frequency, and it is so connected to the source and spirit and the spirit world. I'm connected with my ancestors. The Three of Cups with the crows here. It's a symbology of you're connected with your ancestors. Um, all of that happened in the hermit mode, and what that now the hermit is in reverse here. So not only is the soul very well educated, has gained a lot of wisdom and knowledge from everywhere, from the first stage to the last stage. It's reached the last step here. Not only that, the karmics are being sent away. They're being sent away because the connection, the binding contracts that the karmics had had placed on twin flames, that is complete. It was a very short times it was a very limited edition, and it was um it was wrongfully, it's always wrongfully done. It's never done rightfully. It's not the cosmic order, it's not the divine order, it's not divinely orchestrated. A contract with a karmic is always false. It's a lie that they sell you, that they try to build a connection with you, they try to convince you, they try to manipulate you, they have you trapped inside your own mind with their thoughts and words, and or money, in this web of money.
It's 1 o'clock.
There's definitely some or the other um, fraudulent financial scheme that they get you stuck in. Psychologically, also they get you stuck in. They keep trying to convince you that what you are thinking, you're a spiritualist, but that doesn't work here. This world is not built like this. You need this, you need that. They will try and uh, uh, karmic spouses or karmic romantic partners will try and convince you, uh, uh, will try and convince you that if you're born in a family, oh, here on earth which is filled with a lot of karmics, they will try and convince you that you have to be stuck with your family, or that's how psychologically manipulate you with family. It's not like all family members are your karmics, but um the non-karmics, the actual soul families here, will want you to live a free life. They will never want you to be stuck in your family. But the karmic family members would want you to be stuck with the family and its problems. They will never want you to have independence of them. So um, it, it happens that, parents generally send their children away to study so that they can get some time away from uh, karmic family members. They're doing this unconsciously, but they feel this need within them to send them away so that they can have an independent life of their own, and not and leaving no chance for any karmic family member to uh, kind of get them stuck with family business, the karmic family business, right? But then enter a karmic spouse or a karmic romantic partner, and they will enforce, and they will ensure, not ensure, they will enforce a twin flame being stuck with family continuously. But that breaks apart as well. That is breaking apart as well. The karmic family members are also being sent away. They're going to get sent away in their own zone, in their own space. So because of that as well, there is for that to that is going to start. It's not a requirement, but y'all are going to speak up. Y'all are going to speak up against these karmic groups, uh, whoever it is. These might be family members, social groups, professional groups, network, um, even strangers. You might have noticed strange activities. The karmic energy is very distinguishable from this point onwards to all the twin flame. Y'all can clearly tell what the karmic energy is like. You are not seeing the vessel, the physical features of anyone or any kind of relationship you have with the karmics. You are clearly recognizing the energy, and it's because of this card. This is the kind of hectic energy, the chaotic energy that karmics carry. They're always in a zone of fighting and aggression, and they will try and boast about their strengths. They're always. And then the twin flames, you all have recognized how soft and delicate and beautiful and affirming and creative, colorful, vibrant your energy is, and what actual soul strength means, what an actual high vibrating soul frequency is. You all have seen it within yourselves now. So you, what you have seen is within yourself is so much, is so different than a karmic energy that you just cannot unsee. It's like forged. The difference between a karmic energy and a high vibrating soul energy is so different now. You can actually see the difference. And once you actually start speaking about it, and it's naturally going to start speaking up about it, very very minimal words, but you're going to start saying that, I find this energy so different. Like whatever you all are doing, like, it's so different. I don't see myself, I don't fitting in this anymore. I mean, earlier there might have been, I might have overlooked the difference, but now just no more. Like it's not happening. My soul is going in a completely different direction, in a zone where you cannot see, and y'all are going away. This energy keeps going far away, where I can no longer even see you. You might be in front of me, but I don't recognize this energy, and I no longer want to associate with that energy. And that is how the chapter is closing on these karmic connections. So let me introduce the cards here to you. This was just some background as well as summary of the energies that I play. So as I started shuffling, I split the deck, and I was asked to keep taking the cards that were there in the on the two sides at the bottom. First off, we had the justice. So that speaks about a recently divorced, or people who are going, twin flames who are undergoing a divorce. You all have found a sense of independence. You all are completely single. You all feel within yourself that you're a single person. You're single, even if you're not divorced, even if you haven't even begun that. You are feeling so complete within your own self. um, and that is because you're in union. This is the lover's card. This is the twin flame card. And these flamingos, like you have actually seen the mirror of your soul, exactly how it is. And you're always with your, if you spent a lot of time in your divine masculine polarities, you have recognized that you are always with your divine feminine. Your soul energies were always complete. It's just that you, because of you being in a karmic marriage, or a karmic arrangement, stuck in karmic contracts, you that other half of your soul energy field, which is the divine feminine field, if you were in divine masculine polarities, or if you were in feminine polarities, the divine masculine you, it was unrecognizable, because the karmics was saying that you need me, you need me, and they had overshadowed the energetic polarity that you were not spending so much time with. But in hermit mode, you spent a lot of time reflecting. That is what is called s- seeing the mirror soul. You spend time reflecting on this energy field that you had ignored probably, or never knew existed, right? And you you really were, you stuck by it, you stuck by your twin flame journey. You did, you did the work, the self reflection was done completely. Even if you were in both polarities constantly, you reflected on your own soul and kind of ignored everyone else around you, all the people around you, avoided associations. You cut yourself off, you went in hermit mode, and a lot of twins were pushed into hermit mode. So that chapter kind of, that chapter has closed. And what has happened is that the divine masculine polarity has created a new timeline. So when you were in the Knight of Pentacles mode, you were busy shutting down all the timelines, and you could see, you knew behind you was this new timeline, and you you kind of had a smaller scale model of that timeline in your hand. Now that the scale model phase of it is over, the twin flame journey, it's like, so up until this point was, for example, being a twin flame means self-reflection, knowing yourself a little deeper, only paying attention to your soul, your in the world inside of you. Now that chapter is complete, and now the divine counterpart will show up. You are also a divine counterpart to someone, so you also have showing up to do. It's not, it's divine counterparts are always, they will gravitate towards each other. So in the physical world, y'all will just show up in front of each other randomly or planned, doesn't matter. But it's all the divine counterparts will come together, they will gravitate together. So both the divine counterparts are going to have this showing up to do, and both of you will show up in your divine masculine form. You, the divine masculines, will communicate with each other. They will extend the offer. They they will extend the same offer. You will recognize that it will be the same offer. That's how you recognize the divine counterpart. But there is a twin flames have also really stabilized. We have the Four of Wands here. Again, another twin flame card. Again, union energies. there is the twin flames energetic field are so steady and stable right now. There is so much silence and there is so much quietness. The telepathy, the intuitive communication is also happening through silence. There is so much stability. The foundation is so strong. Um, we kind of need to pat ourselves on our backs for sticking through this. And the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving energy, very slow moving energy. It is so slow that it feels like we are not moving at all. We're not progressing at all. And it's all about looking behind most of the time. And we have at the same time we're moving forward, and that's why it creates like this feeling like we're going nowhere, like a state of limbo. But um, there's going to be sudden movement forward. So after I drew these cards, I started shuffling the Rider Waite deck, and the first two cards that fell over was the Hermit card in reverse and the Strength card upright. And then the next card was the Five of Wands. It's the speaking up against the karmic energies, getting out of hermit mode, seeing the karmic energies and karmic contracts just disappearing into nowhere, and you along with the mind traps that they created for you, the traps are going along with them, and they're carrying that mind traps and those binding contracts they tried to put on you for so long. They've completed, but they're going to carry that karma with them. um, and as the this energy of the Ace of Pentacles is moving forward really fast now. The World card showing up here twice, so it's moving really fast. So you're going to feel this pull forward. Suddenly, you're going to switch on to actually looking towards each other. The the Emperor and Empress are both like facing the tarot reader, right? You're not looking backwards, you're not looking self-reflecting or trapped in your mind anymore. So this new beginning is going to be, and even the Chariot card, the the god of war, Mars, like this is Mars. It's moving forward really fast with determination. So there's a sense of determination with which this energy, like this gravitational pull that is bringing both of you all together here in one thing. There's definitely going to be some opportunities coming forward. You're going to see this. You're going to see this future clearly. So this particular future for both the divine counterparts is the same, and this is what you are moving really fast forward towards. You know, both the divine counterparts are like moving fast. This is what. So let's say both the divine counterparts are on this chariot, and this is the new beginning, the new opportunity that they see. This is the vision that they see for their future. The Three of Wands is about the future. So obviously I had not drawn this card before, so let's just say both the divine counterparts see this as their a real opportunity, a realistic opportunity. This is what they're holding in their hands, and this is what they are. This they have started the journey with full force, individually, definitely individually. Even at this point, divine counterparts are go are in this new beginning, phase. They see new financial arrangements for themselves. They know that their money and their possibly their homes, their families, everything is somewhere else. Even if the divine counterparts have not met right now, they know that their their counterparts are there in that direction. So this might start as a career opportunity, a business opportunity, a job, a new job, um, or investment opportunity, and that is where you're focused on, and that's where you're going towards, and that's where you will come together. Then we have we had the King of Cups and the Nine of Wands here. It's again like the ancestors, the fathers. So we take our father's surnames almost everywhere around the world. So that kind of creates. So we so it was like this. We're going to heal in Aquarius season this year. We're going to heal the blocks that are that have been the ancestral blocks that have been placed for you, coming down from your father's line of the family towards your 10 of Pentacles. So for some people, you know that so these cards were not there either. So, but okay, so I realized that the fathers, the twin flame fathers, fathers, father figures, uh, were were holding on. This is a Nine of Wands. That's also showing up twice. They were holding on. They were showing their. It took a lot of strength for them to hold on to something. They is holding on to their setup, their wealth, their properties. They did not get a chance to express their emotions. They did not get a chance to live their life in love. Um, they did not get a chance to feel any of these emotions, and they were just barely holding on to to whatever they had, and that you are going to be the one who breaks through this block. You're going to heal this block, and you're going to be able to show your fathers or father figures, your paternal ancestral line, how abundant they actually are, and hence like release this emotional block, this heart chakra block that your fathers or father figures have had. So this is the ancestral healing that is going to happen through the twin flame, and you're just going to do it by being on your ancestral, sorry, on your twin flame journey. It's like you are the star, the rising star of your family. Twin flames are the rising star of your family, of the family. They're healing They rise up above these challenges. They rise up above these challenges, blocks, and uh, actually see the value that your family has, and they're always thankful and appreciative of it, not like the comics who want to fight over it, or want to go approach it with so much greed and want to have it, steal it, rob it. So your fathers or father figures were constantly probably trying to hide their wealth from they were they always wanted to hide their wealth. They always felt like they were protecting their properties, their money, their bank balances, etc., their investment, uh, because there were so many karmics, eyeing the wealth. But now that it's gone away, um, uh, they were so used to undervaluing it, lying, like, to themselves, like, lying to themselves, so that they could put up this lie that we don't have enough, we are in poor conditions, etc., to make sure that the karmics don't just don't find out, like, they're hoping that the karmics don't find out about how uh, what the actual value of wealth is. But if you tell yourself continuously, if you undervalue yourself continuously, eventually you will forget the actual value and worth of your assets, material world assets here. And it's like you're going to shine that light for your father figures in this next season of February, the first or second week of February. You're going to shine that light for them, and you're going to remind them of what they have been protecting and what is the actual value of it, and tell them, like, basically tell them that they are free to tell themselves that uh, they're going to be okay. They're probably reaching the age of retirement, or thinking of retirement, of their retirement age, and you're going to just tell them that you have more than enough. And you're going to liberate them from feeling challenged in the material world. That's another mind trap, and also, Ados was showing up here again, but it's like the divine feminine has some other plans. That's what I got when these two cards fell out. Like, she is busy, like, taking a leap of faith. She never really paid attention to all of this. She was continuously engrossed in creating something beautiful. She was always still yet moving. The divine feminine energy is moving, like, it can't be controlled, it can't be trapped like this. So it just, even if their attempts are made, uh, it's like she's in that prison, but she's doing a great job, like, telling stories, being creative, and possibly laughing, people calling her foolish, and you know and when she feels a little shy and she doesn't want to interact with any other minds, like, these toxic piercing thought forms that the karmics have in their mind, she will just close up elegantly in her cocoon, um, and go back into her the world inside of herself, like, and live there. It's so beautiful. It's like a whole metaverse in there, where up is down and down is up. Like, what is the illusion? The illusion is what I will that I create by seeing the inner world, my own inner world. So when I open my eyes, the illusion that the karmics that I created is just, I'm not seeing that, because the divine feminine is saying that I actually cocoon myself and shield myself and focus so much on my inner world, my soul frequencies, that when I finally open my eyes, when it's finally time for me to spread my wings, it's like I just walk all over or jump over this illusion that the karmics have create. So the divine feminine kind of becomes like a leader for the divine masculine. She leads the way. Like she this is the divine feminine energies is the reason why twin flames step out of karmic contracts. That's why they move so far away from the karmic contracts, that it becomes unrecognizable. Whereas the divine masculine will always want to stay and make it work. With the divine feminine energy field has other plans. She wants to. She knows that she has to create something out of nothing, and the only way that she can do that is to check in on herself and the soul that she's a half of. And at the bottom of the deck, it's a judgment card. Like, there is a permanency to what is happening now with twin flames. There is a permanency. We are blissfully unaware of the past, completely unaware. After a while, we're never going to be able to recollect it. No names, no faces, no places, none of it. It's a brand new thing. A judgment habit. It's kind of permanent. There's like a uh, split dice happening, and we are here with uh, we're split from the karmic contracts. They're here. There are these two swords. This is the sword that's split, and this is the soul family. So it's like whatever we choose, we are not going to choose our soul family timelines. We're not going to choose the karmic timelines. We're going to create our own timeline here. There is a kind of permanency, and that is what the divine masculine has said, that this is what the divine masculine energy is awakening is all about. That's that they are supposed to create the space where the divine feminine energy can create a whole world, a whole pocket dimension, a whole new timeline. The judgment card was also clarified by the judgment card. So both the energy fields, the divine masculine feminine energy fields, know very clearly now. And at the bottom of the deck, at the clarifiers deck, is nine of pentacles again. The soul is complete and functioning together. The foundation is built. The seeds have been planted. This is a nest. These are feathers. The feathers of your guardian angels. This is a pocket dimension. The seeds have been planted. The space has been created by the masculine. The seeds and the seeds have been planted in there so that the divine feminine energies and can create this whole new reality, a whole another reality where you will exist. And it's going to be, if there are any karmics listening to this, it's going to be very difficult for you to understand this. But so you all are the cross watchers. um Twin flames who are watching this reading, people who are on the spiritual path, people who are on the twin flame journey. I wouldn't even say people who are on the spiritual path. I'm specifically talking to twin flames who are gravitating towards the divine counterpart. They are also twin flames. They can be either star seeds or they can be human souls. It's generally the ones who are going through this divorce. They are the um, human soul, twin flame, and your divine counterpart will be a star seed. I got that message today. Star seeds kind of feel so out of place, and then they watch your life, they watch you go through this, and that's when they recognize, they see that you're on the twin flame journey, and that's how they gravitate towards you to protect you, to help you on this um, on your ascension journey. And that's how they get onto the twin flame path as well, because they need to recognize what this path is about, even though they don't need to go on a twin flame path. But they first look into your karmic journey, they get involved in your understanding the karmic journey, so that you can so that they understand what it's about, why you are in this situation, how you got there in the first place. You help star seeds understand this world. You make star seeds feel like staying. Um, you are the connecting. A star seed's twin flame is is their anchor to this dimension. They're always yearning to go back home into the stars. So your so the this reading is for the human souls who are on the twin flame journey. The cross watchers are the karmics and the star seeds who have identified their human soul twin flame divine counterpart. That is why you were born here, star seeds, to find this one soul. Star seed twin flames. There are other types of star seeds as well. Not everybody's on the twin flame journey. So starseed twin flames, this you're also a cross watcher, and now you understand why your twin flame was in karmic contracts. It's because they had to. It's like because It's because in a past lifetime they were they were in a high level soulmate relationship, and their soul was done with that soulmate relationship in a past lifetime, and they decided in the next lifetime that they're not going to get married, but twin flames, these type these type of twin flames who have had high level soulmates as marriage partners in many previous lifetimes, they get used to um, the akashic records also show that they are going to get married, they're going to be in matrimony in this lifetime as well. So the karmics take advantage of that information and knowledge, and then that is why they get stuck with karmics, right? So but this lifetime was is 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 to explore a different storyline with a different type of soul, uh, connecting the cosmos, the higher dimensions, to human souls. That's why star seeds incarnate here. Starseed twin incarnate here and go on the twin flame journey, so that the stars and human souls could come together. But it takes time for star seeds to understand all of this. They kind of get repulsed by all of this. They try to run away from all of this, and um, they don't relate to this, but they kind of get stuck in the life situation or the energy field of their human soul twin flame for a long time, and they suffer a lot because the karmic energies are very very toxic to star seeds, the karmic templates, and that's why star seeds are always involved in something creative. Uh, they're in the pursuit of knowledge, they're travelers, they're artists, they're musicians, all of that, and they really try and stay away from anything to do with uh, contracts and paper signing, getting stuck in any kind of materialistic roles and arrangements. But they will only they're kind of forced to spend some time with their divine counterpart. It's to learn is to learn about this world and what needs to clear out. Starseeds also have the power to erase a timeline, erase a lot of illusions, and pass on those skills and abilities to their divine counterparts. So it all works hand in hand. It's beautiful. I don't know if I'm able to do justice in explaining this, but this is some fresh new this comprehension is fresh right now. This is what I'm able to combine, and the messages are also not coming out very clearly. I'm not getting the words. I'm not getting the words from spirits very clearly. It's just I'm literally purely reading the energies, and because the Mercury retrograde's going on right now, like I know what's going to happen. Like I have the vision of the future, like, but there is so much reluctance um, when it comes to the throat chakra. The throat chakra is so reluctant right now. It doesn't want to speak about all of these things. It just wants to uh, the other chakras just want to soak this in. The entire jigsaw puzzle is complete right now in my head. So this is the star seeds, and this is the twin flame connection. Also, the divine counterparts. Yeah, this is so specific. This is so specific. I would like to tell you a little bit about the the star seeds also. Like star seeds, this is kind of their first. They're very old souls, but this is their first incarnation on Earth. Starseed twin flames. It's their first incarnation on Earth, right? It's because of their divine counterpart, which is the human soul. So they have always spent time, even in their previous incarnations, somewhere out there, far, out there in some other galaxy far away. They've been single, or like even if or not they not single as in single, but yes, they were in not exactly single, but they they probably had one or maximum two or three maximum three incarnations out of all of the millions of incarnations of them strewn across the cosmos, where they spent a small amount of time uh, in in a very earthly marriage kind of situation, because they had this incarnation had to meet a human soul. And even if they don't actually go through the wedding, it's like a marriage. The energies are of holy matrimony. Just to know how that is, at least one incarnation of the star seed somewhere out there in the cosmos. One to maximum three is what I'm getting. The three is required to create that vision, right? So three of wands here. The star seed's falling, a star card is falling right next to it. So it's just like three incarnations have been in relationships, which are very much like earthly relationships and marriages. Now, they're the ones that they were married to, the souls that they were in relationships with previously in or in other incarnations, right? They those souls are not incarnated here right now on this timeline. But those souls are here in spirit form. So let's just say one star seed in three incarnations has this one other soul that they spend some time married to, or in a relationship in all of those three incarnations. Just one other soul. It's the same soul in all the incarnations. And this soul could be angel, archangel, demon, archdemon, god, gods, anything like, or even other starseed souls, right? So they spend that time in relationship with a soul that was something like that, something very grand and very different. And those those souls can be here on planet Earth in spirit form. So they find home in the objects that are there with, they can be in trees, they can be in birds, they can be in these things which are made out of natural wood or even unnatural substances. They can be in objects. They're very those other souls are very, very protective of their star seed uh, mate, and they're very much in love with the star seed, and that's why star seeds feel like they're never alone. They're never, never alone. I see I see a future conversation with that soul in spirit form. That spirit is going to, or already knows a vessel that was appropriate. It could be one of your past, your one of your exes, or your friends or mentors or whoever, family members, strangers. They're going to identify that vessel, and they're going to speak through that vessel to your human counterpart. There's going to be an interaction that's going to happen. I mean, when we don't know, but that interaction is going to happen. But for some, it's going to be one of the next retrogrades, Mercury retrogrades. If not this, then the next Mercury retrograde. We still have some time going on in this retrograde, depending on how the energies are moving and shifting and how many twin flames are speaking up, etc. It's going to depend on all of that, the collective twin flames. So it's literally all in your hands. And the energy is moving really fast. But I think all the three retrogrades of this year have to happen. And then the third retrograde of this year is when the star seed mate's spirit is going to have a conversation with the human soul twin flame divine counterpart. That's going to happen. That is definitely going to happen. That is upcoming. I get a very phenomenal energy from that. A very, very, very phenomenal energy. It is going to be something to behold. It's literally going to be something to behold. It's a cosmic alignment, it's a cosmic force. After identifying that vessel, I'm being asked to tell the twin flames, either the star seed or the human soul twin flame, you are always going to be watched by this star seed soulmate. They are going to be in the flesh of that vessel, and you are going to be connected with that. So take your time to understand this. This is the connection with the cosmos that is meant to happen. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's like, I mean, it's going to be completely opposite. Right now, it seems scary. I'm getting a very scary and like, oh my God, is this going to be a third party? No, this is not going to be a third party situation. No, it's not going to be the Three of Swords, third party energy. It's not going to be a third energy. It's going to be like you have your guardian angel, you have the archangel Michael in the flesh, connecting you with source, with the divine, with the supreme soul, and you get a human being that this your starseed twin flame has spent a considerable amount of time being in union with, being a couple with. It's very different. The full energies, this is very, very different. It's like, oh, okay. And even when twin flames, they meet their divine counterpart, one is predominantly masculine, and one is the divine masculine counterpart, and one is divine feminine counterpart, right? But you all are going to gravitate towards each other in your divine masculine polarities. When once this conversation between the other the star seed soulmate happens with the human soul twin flame, that is when the star seed will switch into their divine feminine polarity and become the divine feminine counterpart. Actually, they will become the divine feminine counterpart when they start interacting with their starseed soulmate, the vessel. And you will have noticed that even if you've met this uh, starseed soulmate vessel before, they'll be completely different now. They'll be completely changed. They are the ones who were chosen to watch over you. So this protection, if this when you when you know that you're being watched over and you're being protected, you're being guided, it's that spirit that's doing that. And it's possibly somebody that you dated or were in a relationship with before, uh, and that is one of the vessels that they're going to choose, the strongest one. The spirit has been using them for a very long time to keep an. They never knew what why they were so attached to you, attracted to you. It was not the it was not the karmic light. They didn't want anything. They didn't want anything from you. It's they've always wanted to be around you or be in touch with you. They've always made offers to be in touch with you even after a long time. No matter how many times you separated, broke up, or whatever, how no matter how many times you were life took you in different directions, they always came back with an offer to talk. um but now the energy, now the spirit has integrated themselves into this vessel, and they are going to interact with you in the physical form. The vessel, the spirit is going to be interacting with you, not this person. So they are going to have a very they're going to be very different with other people, and they're going to be very different with you and your human soul twin flame. They're going to be very different with other people. They're going to show up very differently in their 3D life. That's when the spirit is not going to be speaking through them. But then when they're around you and your divine counterpart, that is when that's when the spirit is going to be speaking and acting through them. This is very I don't even know if any of you are getting this. It's not about getting it. It's about feeling the energies, feeling the shift, feeling the really higher dimensional energies at play here right on earth. It's a phenomena to behold. And um, all I want to say is that you all are so far, far away from everything that was holding you back, everything that had you trapped. That chapter is closed, completely closed, and you have all of these really brilliant, phenomenal things to look forward to. um, the universe, God, whatever you have been sensing all throughout, keeping you on this spiritual path, your guardian angels, whatever it might be, your ancestors, your parents, your pets, I don't know, whatever it is, it's this is where you were being steered towards, and this is what was. It's 2 o'clock. This is what you were meant to witness in this lifetime. Whatever is coming up in the future. Three of Wands is a vision of the future. All of this in the past that you stood tall against was so that you could end it completely and live in this beautiful future that's being created. Look forward to it. 2023 is going to be just the beginning, just the beginning, just the beginning. It's like it's 2023 is just an introduction. It's an introduction of this of this future that you're gonna live in, and it's gonna be so different. It's gonna be so different. It's not even so different. It's just like it's going to be. Oh my god, it's like nothing you've ever known before. There are no records of this. There not none of this was ever there before. We're literally moving away from all of our past, from the ancient or everything. We never lived a life like this on planet Earth. Never. The past injustices, the past smallness, even when we had those grand buildings and all these empires and civilizations and these aliens coming in and all of the ancient alien theories, all of that, yes, all of that was a fact. but but human minds were so trapped, and they were kept so little and small, and they were so just karmic activities, and we were stuck with karmics and their stuff, their system, their web of nonsense. um, so we were shut down, like, this is what happened with Nikola Tesla and all of those things, all of those unfair things. None of that's going to exist. None of that's going to be there. It's like the karmics are not only getting sent away, the karmic timelines are just getting shut down and they're getting deleted. They're gonna spend time in a state of limbo. They're getting sent. The karmic souls are getting sent away to purgatory, to solitary confinement, correctional facilities. The souls are getting sent there, sent away in purgatory and limbo. That's where they'll live, keep reliving uh, all of those things, all of those activities, doing them all over and over again, chasing money and all of those things. And here we will be, I don't know, guided by spirit, creating, building something, growing, flying. I see a lot of airspace activities, a lot of very phenomenal etheric activities, energy activities, things being created out of thin air. That is what we be doing as twin flames and divine counterparts. Be ready to spend possibly the rest of your life only with your divine counterpart and creating and shifting reality, all based on energy, psychic abilities, supernatural abilities, being helped by this starseed soulmate. It's so exclusive. This is so exclusive. It's unbelievable. I could keep going on, but I'm going to close this reading. It's I hope somebody catches this reading and finds it interesting and connects with it at this point. If not, this is timeless. It can in after this year, this is going to be something that you would want to download and listen to over and over again, I'm sure of it. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next reading.